Today we will be talking about the wishing system, and in the background you can see me pulling for Ayato on the current banner. So what is the wishing system? It's basically the only way of getting new characters in the game besides events. There are two types of wishes: the Acquaint Fate, which can be used on the standard banner, and the Intertwined Fate, which can be used on the event banner. We want to focus on the event banner, but most of the things discussed here also apply to the standard banner. Every 10th pull is guaranteed to be a 4-star, and every 4-star has a 50-50 chance to be one of the featured characters. On the current banner this would be Puki, Kirara or Shanglin. And if you lose the 50-50, the next 4-star is guaranteed to be one of the featured characters. So for example, after 10 pulls you get a weapon. The next 4-star you pull will be one of these 3 4-star characters. This also means you have a guaranteed featured 4-star character after every 20 wishes. A similar mechanic applies to the 5-star characters. Every 90th pull is guaranteed to be a 5-star, and each 5-star has a 50% chance to be the featured 5-star. If you lose that 50-50, you get a standard banner 5-star, and the next 5-star is then guaranteed to be the featured one. So for example, on this event banner, the featured 5-star is Ayato. You lose the 50-50, you get for example Diluc or Mona from the standard banner, but then the next 5-star you pull will be the featured one, which means Ayato in this case. Same applies to the Sino banner. What this means is that you get your desired 5-star after maximum of 180 wishes. In reality, this number is a bit smaller. You statistically don't need 108 wishes to get the featured 5-star, which we will talk about next. The pity system means that for every wish in range 1 to 73, you have a 0.6% chance to get a 5-star, which is a really low number. Now, if we consider the cumulative probability, you have a 5.8% chance to pull a 5-star within 10 wishes, 16.5% chance to pull a 5-star within 30 wishes, and 35% chance to get a 5-star within 73 wishes, which is already not such a small number. And from that point on, things get even better. After wish 73, the chance to get a 5-star increases by 6% every time you pull. So at wish 74 you have a 6.6% chance to get a 5-star, at wish 75 you have 12.6% chance, and so on. And this range between 74 and 89 is referred to as soft pity. Hard pity would be having extremely bad luck and really requiring the 90 pulls to get a 5-star. And again, cumulative probability here tells us that there is a 91.8% chance to get a 5-star within 80 wishes. Considering all this, on average one needs 62.5 wishes to get a 5-star. But this doesn't mean much, because to get the average you would have to do many pulls. So sometimes you are lucky, you get a 5-star within 40 wishes, sometimes you are unlucky and get that 5-star within 80 or 85 wishes. One important thing to mention is that pity is transferred between event banners, but is also separate for the event and the standard banner. Let's take the current event banner as an example. Let's say you pull 50 times on the Ayato banner, but don't get him and decide to stop. Then on the next event banner, you would need at most 40 pulls to get a guaranteed 5-star. This 5-star may or may not be the featured character based on whether you win or lose the 50-50. This also brings me to the first tip of the video. If you lose the 50-50 at some point, do not pull on the event banner anymore if you don't want the featured character. Let's say you are at 0 pity and you are like, well, it's really unlikely to get a 5-star because the chance is only 0.6%. So you decide to pull 10 times or 20 times, but as we've seen, the cumulative probability can kick in, and we have a 5.8% chance to pull a 5-star within 10 wishes, which is already not as small. And if you accidentally pull the character, you lose the guarantee that was given to you by the 50/50, and you will have to start from zero on the next banner. In the worst case, this means losing 90 wishes for a character you won't play and a few 4 stars that you might have gotten at some other point. So really don't do that. If you lose the 50/50, think about it a little bit. Do I really want the character that is featured on this banner? If not, just wait out and don't touch it anymore. The second tip is do not waste your Primo Gems on the standard banner. It is true that you get a 4-star within 10 pulls and a 5-star within 90 pulls. There is no way to influence the outcome of the standard banner because there is no rate up there. On the event banner we always get featured 5-star that has a higher chance of being pulled, and also 3 4-star characters that have a higher chance of being pulled. But on the standard banner there is no such thing. And tip number 3, probably the most important one, plan ahead and pull only 4 characters you will enjoy playing for a long time. You get around 50 free wishes per page for daily commissions, events and other rewards. If you have the Welkin Moon, you get an additional 28 wishes per page. This means in total 78 wishes. There are around 8 patches in a year. This nets you 400 wishes per year as a free to play, and 624 wishes with the Welkin Moon. Now let's assume we get the featured 5-star within 100 pulls on average. This amounts to 4 featured 5 stars as a free to play and 6 featured 5 stars with the Welkin Moon per year on average. There are in total 25 5-star characters that rotate on the event banners currently, with more being added every patch. This means you have no chance of getting them all as a free-to-play player, but truth to be told, you also don't need all of them. Considering you can only play 4 characters at once while exploring the world and 8 characters in the Abyss. Of course you can mix up the teams, play a different character every week, but you most certainly don't need every 5-star character in the game. So pick the ones you enjoy the most and that you think you will be playing for a long time, and save your wishes for them. To help you planning for them, there is also a website in the description which has the history of character reruns. There you can check the last rerun of the characters in terms of event banners. Every 2 event banners amount to 1 patch. For example, we can see that Rerun was not featured on the last 16 event banners, and now she's probably getting a rerun in the next patch. Let's take a look at Nahida. She wasn't featured on the event banner for quite a while now, so there is a good chance she might be coming in the near future. That means if you really want Nahida, you should consider saving up for her. This also applies to all the other characters. For example, if you really want Shenhe, you should consider saving up for her as well. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day.